Ha. Okay, this is Family Today with Funmi Johnson, and it's a beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. Today is very special to me because 33 years ago, exactly today, on the 5th of December 1992, I said yes. I said yes before my parents, before families, before friends. I said yes to one man, and I've remained with him for 33 years. Yesterday, my husband sent me a poem, and I'm going to read it. So you all listen. And then when you're listening, you can go, oh, ooh, ah. So listen. He calls me Abeni. So Abeni, we are 33 tomorrow. Together, baby. And the title of the poem is The Day Before the Day. The day before the D-Day. So 33 years. And still, your body near mine feels like the first warm light after a long night crossing the sea. We have walked through seasons that changed our faces, softened our edges, carved our names into the quiet history of ordinary days made alive by the echoes of your loud, boisterous laughter from the bed chamber. If time is a river, then loving you has been the steady current beneath everything. The pool that knows me, holds me, brings me home. And tomorrow, I do not celebrate the 33 years, I celebrate you, the woman who turned a life like this into a life worth loving. Much love and respect, Aquila. And today, being that day that he was prophesying about yesterday, I replied. I said, my Aquila. 33 years. And somehow, my love, you still find words that touch me deeper than the years themselves ever could. I read your message and felt every season we've crossed together, every laughter, every storm, every quiet morning, when your presence was the calm to my restless heart. Your love has been my harbor, my compass, my steady place in a world that never stops shifting, that never stops shifting. If time is a river, then you are the shore I return to, familiar, safe, and forever calling me home. Today, I celebrate us, yes, but even more, I celebrate the man who has held my heart with loyalty, strength, and tenderness for 3 beautiful decades and 3 years. Thank you, Tokunbo, for loving me loudly, gently, completely. Thank you for choosing me again and again. Always yours, Abeni.
Beautiful.
I decided to come on radio today. It was a lot of journey, the Christmas hula baloo was started.
Of course.
But I said, it's not every time that 5th of December falls on a Friday. And if Friday is my show, what a better time to dedicate to you, to Kumbo. You're a great man. You're my stability. Everybody look at me and they think, wow, she's a strong woman. They don't know that you're the force behind that strength. Thank you for who you've been for 33 years. I love you. I really love you. I struggled to be here, but I'm glad I did. And today I'm going to talk about marriage, and I'm going to open the phone lines. The number to call is 0802 685 7134. I'll say very slowly 0802 685 7134. Another one 0707 218 6998. And the old popular one 0700 923 923 923. If you have any question on marriage, you're about to marry, you've been married, your heart is doing Paulina, You want to understand the chemistry of the equation that stabilizes marriage? You want to ask me how you've been able to do it for 33 years? Oh, how did you know it was the one? How did you know it's not the one? Why? What happened? Have you ever fought? Whatever it is. I'm ready to answer that today. And I'm also going to be addressing the particular question that came to me during the week. So the phone lines are open and I'll be ready to answer your questions. Whilst we're waiting for the calls, I want to read this question that was sent to me over the week. And very funny question, but I will read it all the same. I will hide the names so that we won't get it. A man in Nigeria earns 10 million every month, and the wife earns 1 million every month. And yeah, by the Nigerian standard, that's still a very good income. So the wife does all the household chores, cook, cleans, and all that. Once in a while, gets external support structure to doing it, and then she contributes 200,000. They have a joint purse, 200,000 every month, and the husband contributes 4.8 million. So generally, what they run their home with is 5 million. I don't know how they break it down. So I don't know if the school fees are involved in that. I don't know if the house rent is in that. But then the woman reached out and said, my husband talks down at me, asked me, what do I bring to the table? Then I had to explain to him, I do all the household chores, I manage these, I run all the side things. And the man said, yes, we can put a cost to it. Everything you're doing cannot be more than additional 1 million a month. So that means that the cleaning, the cooking, and all that there's a figure that's been put to it. So the man is saying, I bring in 10, you bring in 2. So there's no equity in it. So the woman is saying, what should I do? The man said to the woman, go and get another job, bring in more money. So the question I first asked is, what about your children? He said, unfortunately, we don't have children yet. So maybe when the children come in, the man will increase what the woman is bringing in. It will now no longer be additional 1 million, maybe additional 2 or 3. I want to throw out the question to you. Should we measure marriage on the strength of how much we're bringing in financially? Is it right for the man to summarize what the woman is doing and place a value on it? Is there really a fair way to put a cost to the input of both spouses? I just told you that my husband is the wind in my sail. And as strong as I am, and I'm not apologetic saying that I'm a strong woman, I am. But without the stability that my husband brings, my strength will be wind. So do I put a price to what he puts in? I want us to talk about that today. I have another story I'm going to read, but I want you, that's why I came. You better call because I know how long I traveled to get here today. It wasn't easy. For 0707-218-6998 and then 0700-923-923-923. If you want to send a WhatsApp chat, send to 0817-313-6193. This is Family Today with Funmi Johnson. I'm committed to building family the way God wants it. If you have a private question, you can slide to my DM and I can see if I can respond to you. Follow me on all social media platforms, The Funmi Johnson on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, Threads, everyone, The Funmi Johnson. And then we can continue this conversation. It's a hot one. Recently we've had people talk about, what do you bring to the table? And I'm asking them, what constitutes a table? How do we measure the weight of what is brought in? Let's talk about marriage from every side. Let's talk about marriage. I have some things to say to you that may shock you, because a lot of us are running our marriages in 2025 with the ingredients of 1860. And if that is the way you're running your marriage, you're going to have a problem. I read the book of Esther, chapter 1, I think about 2 weeks ago. I just was reading the book of Esther, so I decided to go on to Esther chapter 1. And I was reading it keenly. I was reading it with my 2025 mindset. And I was really, really infuriated by what I saw. King Sussex had a party for 6 months. That was a general party. Then he started a private party. And then the Bible says when he was drunk, he now sent for his wife, who was busy with our own party with the girls, and asked her to come and showcase, display her beauty. Now, I don't know their terms of engagement. Some commentators said that the coming out that he had asked her to do was actually to come out almost naked, because they said she was really, really beautiful. And the queen hesitated to come out. And the king, of course, drunk, was upset. So he sent for the advisors. Guess who the advisors were? 7 men. He sent for 7 men to come and legislate over an issue that pertains to a woman. And I'm saying this to say this. Right now, we still have that going on. You want to make a decision about women, you call 7 men. These women are the people in the panel, in the board, in the HR, in the executives. And there's no one to remind them about hormonal changes. There's no one to remind them about dysmenorrhea. There's no one about to remind them about what happens to a woman even during ovulation and during the menstrual cycle. There's no one to remind them. And so they make decisions that is binding on the women without knowing who the women are. So when we're making policies, women are not involved, but they are supposed to be bound by the terms of that policy. That was exactly what they did, 7 of them. And they said, no, 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 no. What she did was wrong. There was no, why did she do it? Can we ask her? Can we call her in? No, there was nothing like that. And so we're going to take a call. Let's take this call. Oh, okay, okay, okay. We have to go on a short break. Don't worry, I was enjoying what I was doing. We continue this conversation after the short break.
So we have a message here just saying happy anniversary to you. Can I read it when we
Okay,
come back?
okay. I didn't start because there's supposed to be an intro. There's something that's supposed to.
Yeah, it played already when Kathy was saying hello to you.
Oh, I
It
didn't
played the
hear it.
intro
I didn't hear
because
it.
it was low.
Oh, I didn't hear. That's why I was hesitating. That was my cue. So I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Tune in.
On Inspiration 92.3 FM.
Okay. It's the family today, right here on Inspiration 92.3 FM with Pastor Funmi Johnson. Got a message here for Pastor Funmi. Happy, glorious, and blissful wedding anniversary to you and your hubby, man. More
Oh,
power to your elbow and more unction to function.
oh.
More years to celebrate with your husband in good health in Jesus' name. Amen. And that's coming from Obiajulu Theophilus.
Oh, thank you, Obiajulu Theophilus. Thank you for all well wishes. I thank you. It's been 33 beautiful years. I got married on the 5th of December, 1992. It's a day to remember. And I'm saying God bless every marriage that is still standing and forging ahead, especially in a time when we think that marriage is an outmodeled relic and is not worth it. I want to say to you, marriage is worth it. Are there bad marriages? Yes, there are bad marriages. Are there marriages that are abusive? Yes, there are. But are there glorious marriages? There are glorious, beautiful marriages. I am one of those, and I'm very, very excited doing life with my husband, Beulah Tokunbo Johnson. And have we had fights? Oh, yes. But we overcame them. So you can overcome yours too. Don't die in the ocean of the fight. Sometimes the conflicts, there are ways to actually discover how to function better. You can ask those questions. I want to talk about different marriages that we have and the economy of marriage. You see, a lot of times, because the question I asked, the story I told you about the man is a story about finances. Finance is very important in marriage. And I want you to take this home. In different families, different specs. So listen to your specs. The breadwinner, the male-led economy is the breadwinner scenario where the man owns the money, makes the money, and dictates the tune. A lot of us grew up under that kind of economy. The man had more. And this breadwinners thing started during the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution came immediately after the agrarian society. In the agrarian society, the people went to the farm. It was just partnership. The men went to the farm. They brought the produce of the farm to the women. The women processed it, and then that's what the family lived on. So it was a symbiotic relationship. But in the Industrial Revolution, they now found out that they can mechanize agriculture. So they also found out that they can change the implement from hoe and cutlass to something more, to tractors. So a lot more people were now going from the farm to the city center to make farm implements. So hoes became tractors, caterpillars, payloaders, mechanized farming came in. So more people were now working in the industry. So the men were the ones that went out to work in those places. As they were making the tractors, they now also have to manufacture engine oil. They have to process the diesel. So more things were happening outside of the farm in the industry. So the men went out, and when they came back, they became like lords and gods, because at the end of the month, they got a fat check, a fat salary, and they could dictate how the wife was supposed to spend it. So the men became the breadwinners. There's also the female-led economy where wife earned more. But something had happened when the men were earning more. When the men were earning more, they were also dictating how the home was supposed to run. Their word was law. They had a final say. The women were only recipients, they were only collectors. They couldn't contribute to how the home was supposed to run. So when the women now started earning more, either by reason of strength or chance, or because now, as we are now, is an information age where the woman is also exposed to what the man is exposed to, and the woman can make more, the women started thinking that then the man doesn't have a final say, that the man is not the tiebreaker, that the man cannot be the sole decision maker, because they assumed that what made the man the decision maker was the fact that he was making money. And now that we as women are making money, shouldn't we automatically become the decision maker? That became a problem. But there's also the collective or contributive economy, which is based on capacity, where the man makes money, the woman makes money, or they both, and they're both saying to themselves, what do we do? There's another one you can look about, which is the rotational one, where at a particular season of phase in the marriage, the man is the one making the money, and another season of phase, the woman is the one making the money. But the question is, none of these marriages I'm describing is superior to the other. What should be obtainable is, what is the vision of your home? How do you want your home to run? I see a lot of people poke-nosing and putting their mouth in what does not concern them. If in my family, it is my husband that brings the money and I'm satisfied, doing everything in the home, that's okay. You shouldn't come and say, you are a weak person, oh, this is nonsense, oh, I cannot take it. The things you take in your home, do you think I can take it too? I can't take it. So I want to say this to people. Marriage is not one size fits all. It does not mean that because in my home we share rent, it means that the standard is we have to share rent. In some homes, the woman pays the rent, the man buys the car. That's what works for them. In some homes, they have two children. One person is paying the school fees of A, the other person is paying the school fees of B. That's what works for them. In some other homes, the man pays the school fees and the house rent, and the woman takes care of the feeding, and that's what works for them. The most important thing is what works for your home. But what I want to say is this: what is my own proposal? What I think should be the preference? I think marriage should be like, let's take this call. Hello. Oh, we lost this call. Remember, the number to call again is 0802 685 7134 or 0707-218-6998, and our regular number 0700 923 923 923. This is a woman who has been married for 33 years to the same man. And I want to say this to you: marriages will go through at least 6 phases. You're going to be married to at least 6 times. But my prayer is that you should marry the same person each of the 6 times. The man or the woman you married, the year when you got married, the man I married 1992 is not the one that I married 1993, 94 when we started bearing children. Those expectations and dynamics, they change. Is Hello, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. What's your name? Where you're calling from? Okay, please, you're okay to remain anonymous because sometimes we want to talk about marriage. So it's okay. Okay, I'll be ready to listen to you. But where are you calling from? What area are you calling from? Lagos. Okay, go ahead. Thank you very much. Marriage. Hmm. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hmm. 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 Okay, okay. Because of time, I'm happy that you called in. First of all, I want to say to you, where there is life, there is still hope. There is still hope. That's number one. Number two, I want to, the Yorubas say that Agbajo and Ikonda Agba Oshikani. I'll say that in English. That I don't want to hear one side of the story and make a pronouncement. Okay, if you're in Lagos and you have time, I would allow you reach me for counseling. You can do if you can operate your phone, ask someone to slide to my DM, the Funmi Johnson, and send a message. I'll see if I can talk to both you and your wife. It could be hurts. It could be that you had done something that she hadn't gotten over and she could be holding on to something. It could also be a mindset for you to think that washing clothes, ironing, and all that is demeaning. It's not actually. I wash clothes, I iron, I even wash my husband's underwear if I need to, and it's not demeaning. And I'm proud to say it on radio. There's nothing wrong in doing any of those things. You understand what I'm saying? But let's look at what life can still do with you. Okay, there's still plenty great years ahead. I've seen people without sight really, really doing great exploits, and I pray for you that the Lord, who has kept you, given you breath and life till this stage, will give you that opportune time again, and a great season will come upon you, and you will be able to finish your race meritoriously. I don't want to do more counsel on the radio, okay? But slide into the Funmi Johnson, and then we can take this conversation beyond here. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. Okay. I'm so sorry I won't be able to take more calls. We don't have a lot of time here today. I would like to speak to my husband. If he will call in, I would just want to say, just serenade him a little bit, because, that's all I got. We have 3 children and they're all out of the house, 2 of them are married. So I'm going to be with you. Can you play Olomi? Do you have it? Let's do that. Let's do something for this handsome young man who turned 60 a few weeks ago. So, and if we have 30 more years, let's say 33 more years to live, how are we going to do?
All right.
So
Hello?
we have only a few seconds.
We have
Maybe
only.
something.
This is for you, Tokes. I give it to you today. You are my friend forever. Oh, many men have tried, but you beat them all arms down. Yes, I call you fine boy, no pimples. When you smile, I'm checking out your dimple. I'm still looking for you for 33 years. I love your simplicity. The way you rotate in my life and make me feel like I'm the only woman existing. I love you today and I will love you forever. You are the wind in my sail. You're the best of them all. Love you, Tokes. Bye and out.
Marmalade, happy anniversary! Now I can hug you properly before I read the news.
God bless you, Mama. Happy anniversary. More healthy, happy, fruitful years ahead by the special grace of God. Thank you, Mama.
8:12 p.m. Download the Alpha Modern app and enjoy satisfying value.